what is the location of the emergency?
You're going to think I'm crazy, that I'm under demonic attack.
Stop where you're at.
There's rocks flying through windows. There's stuff breaking in my house like nothing I've ever seen. You may not believe in that, but you would if you were here.
Paranormal Patrol Podcast.
Welcome back to Paranormal Patrol Podcast. This is Jen coming to you with Nancy and Brad. We are here to talk about the Boonville Riverscene house, Boonville, Missouri. They visited.
It was a mansion.
It was a mansion. Nice, nice. They visited 2 weeks ago, and I did not go. Iacona did not go. This was a private event with Patriot Paranormal. So, Frank, Nancy, Brad, what did you guys do?
We did a lot, actually.
Is there, I don't know anything about this house, so you're going to have to enlighten me.
I'll give you a little history about the house, the family, and then we can kind of go into everything else. So the Kinneys, which is, we'll refer to him as Captain Kinney. It's Joseph and Matilda.
Was he an actual captain?
He was a captain of a steamboat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Like a toot.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Love
his second wife was Matilda, and they had 11 children. We'll primarily focus on Cora, Margaret, and Noble is who we'll be focusing on. But the way the family made their money was he owned Kinney's, or he was a founder of Kinney's Shoes. And on top of that, he was the steamboat captain.
Was this in the last century?
No, it was in, well, yes, let's see. It's in the 1800s. So the house was actually built in 1864.
Okay. Dang, that's old.
Very old. Completed in 1869. He wanted to use the home as basically, it operated on the Missouri River. Yeah. It was a summer home in the Mississippi River, but
Is it on the river then?
It actually was.
Used to be before the river moved?
Which is really cool, yes. Like the drive there was, I was like, where the hell are we going? There was like this, looked like a silo or something. I was like, there's a house back here? And we finally kind of pulled up to it, and it's like this half circle drive. And the only way I could explain the way the mansion looked was, you know how you go on like Microsoft Word and you go to clip art and you look up haunted house? It's literally that, like just in real life. But the mansion is 12,000 square feet, which looking on the outside,
Jesus.
You really couldn't tell that. But it had 11 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms, or give or take, or something like that. There's a little conflicted history. There's really not a lot of history actually out there. But the Kinney family actually owned it until last person that died in it was Cora. And she died in 1948. And then Riverscene stood vacant until 1992. And then a couple bought it and made it to a B&B. And then there was a flood that happened in 1993. And
I remember the flood in 93.
Yeah, it was tragic. And they had to do a lot of restorations. And then in 2014 is when Don and Joe, who are the actual owners of the mansion now, they actually took ownership of it in 2014, and they did a lot of exterior renovations of the home.
I'm curious why it sat vacant for so long.
I think that no one, I don't know why. Don told us a lot of information. I wish that we could have recorded we got some of it, but not. He gave us so much information. My brain, it was like overstimulation because there was just so much information.
It sounded like Don grew up in the area. He knew about the house as a kid. He had family that knew the owners. So somebody owned it when he was a kid because he knew about it. And he's always saying, I'm going to buy this house when I'm older. So
he manifested that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Very cool.
Did. But yeah, it's a wild house. I mean, I'm going to post a picture of it for the audience to see. It's huge. And then I even walked. Did you guys walk? And I mean, you didn't go, but did you walk around the back? I mean, the house just keeps going. And
there's 3 staircases. Mm-hmm. The grand staircase is the actual original staircase.
Is it one of the, right when you walk in, it's
Right
yes. The doors are I mean, just super heavy and super tall.
That's awesome.
But the staircase is the original staircase from when the house was actually built. And it was really, really neat. There was a lot of history in that home. Still a lot of renovations that still need to be done, but it was really cool because he had a lot of artifacts that were actually original with the house and like had diaries, but he didn't show us any of the diaries. But we saw clothes. I mean, it was really, really neat. It was probably one of my favorite places that I have been. It was really cool.
I stand curious if any of the original family is still alive, like any relatives or anything.
There might be, but they might be far, far.
Yeah.
Like they originally, really, they lived in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And then in the summertime is when the Kinneys, Riverscene, the mansion is where they spent their summer times.
Very cool.
But they built it to basically be kind of like a stopping point for people to kind of, and they had a lot of elaborate parties, and there were a lot of big names. There was, I mean, which president was supposed to give a speech?
Yeah. So that's a cool story. So Harry Truman was scheduled to come to Riverscene Mansion, and this was all in diaries. And it was a huge ball that Captain Kinney and his family were putting on. And he sent a letter to Riverscene Mansion apologizing, saying, sorry, I can't make it, because he was accepting his presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Just one president. And he's accepting it. He had to go to D.C., so he wrote a letter to Captain Kinney or the family, somebody in the Kinney family saying, sorry, I can't make it. And he's accepting the presidency. It's wild. He's got some crazy stories. I mean, I didn't see the diaries. He says he has these diaries. But
I can tell you, looking online, I couldn't find, I really had to dig to find out any information, even about the family themselves. And there was very little information, and the information that there was people that have actually been like to the B&B when before Don and Joe had owned it. There was that. There was another paper that I think that maybe somebody wrote for a class or something, but I couldn't get quite access to all of it. But there was not very much on the internet. And I mean, I scoured. Like, I was like down a rabbit hole trying to figure it all out. But do you know how much the house, or mansion, I should say, cost to build back then? He gave her a $50,000 budget. And when I say he gave her, meaning his second wife, which is Matilda, she built it for $24,000. A 12,000 square foot house for $24,000. You can imagine how much that would cost in today's money. A shit ton, a lot more than that.
Probably like 24 million.
Probably.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it was pretty awesome. I'm curious to hear what you guys experienced, given the history and
just
or
hold
lack
on to
thereof.
your seat, because there's some real good evidence that we got.
Yeah. It was one of, like she said, it was one of her favorite. I mean, I agree. It was one of my favorite investigations when it comes to the type of history that it holds, and the type of evidence we caught. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's familiar with the family. We caught evidence that validates what Don's saying, with who lived in the house, what their names were. And every time I thought I caught some, I would run to Don and say, hey, what do you think you're hearing? And I did that like 10 times, and he was like, oh, that's nothing, like 7 of the time. So, but there was 3, he goes, oh man, that's Margaret, or that's Noble, or, like he was, because he's been experiencing stuff there for years.
Do they live there?
Yeah,
they do.
How often do they open it up for investigation?
Not much. He's
so it's private.
Yeah, he's more open now because he's trying to raise money to
more restorations.
Mm-hmm. So besides of this one woman who we met when we first got there, she's been the only one that he's allowed in, but she's from Boonville. She knows Don.
Isn't she like a psychic or a medium or something?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and her and Don do a lot of communicating with the family through her. So it makes sense why she's the only one that's been at the house to investigate. But yeah, I mean.
So this sounds like it was kind of a once in a blue moon kind of thing. That's not going to come up very often.
Yeah, it might not. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, unless we can get Don's info and be like, hey, let us in, man. I don't think he's not putting it out there for like anybody to know.
Well, looks like we are.
Yeah.
Sorry, Don.
Yeah.
No, he was okay with all of
Exciting.
that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah,
so what'd you get, man? Did you get some stuff recorded, or did you have
Brad and I before we ever even got started, we were sitting like the entrance, the doors from the main house. You come in and there's like this. I think he was calling it the ladies' room or like the ladies parlor, ladies' parlor. And I'm standing there and there's like these from New Orleans, because they're real big into voodoo and all that stuff. And there's like, I don't even know what you call that. Not a chandelier. What was that? What did you think that was?
Well, just a chandelier on steroids. It was huge. It was massive.
Did you take pictures?
What about the thing on the doorway? In the the entrance, that thing that was hanging down, which is supposed to
it's like a spirit catcher. Like
Yeah.
it's a New Orleans type of
curtain,
like
a beaded curtain, but it was all metal. It was all metal, and we were first like talking right there and standing there, and I felt someone play with my hair, and I looked at Frank and I said, "Did you just touch my hair?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No," and I'm like. And I could see the thing swinging, like the bead was just swaying back and forth. And I was like, "Oh, here we go, here we go."
Yep, it started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That's awesome.
I feel like a lot of the evidence, or I don't say evidence, a lot of the paranormal activity revolves around Don. Don's a magnet.
Yeah.
He's obviously opened up portals in that house because he's more. Like he's got a connection with the family, with the house, with the spirits, so he's willing to go a little farther than, I would want to go when we're on investigations, because you never know what you're going to get when you open these portals. But, he's done that, hence is why we caught some pretty cool stuff. And we also shared the investigation with another group, Patriot Paranormal. It was a good one because they did their own thing and we did our own thing, and then we kind of met up and did a little bit together. But the house was big enough to where you can do your own thing and you're not catching other people's
12,000 square foot.
It was massive. So there was no problem at all to conduct 2 different investigations in that house. Yeah.
Very cool.
There was 3 staircases in this house, and the servants used their own exit entrance. They had their own staircase. It was a really cool mansion.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. But let's get up into this evidence. I want everybody to check out what we got. So this first one, we're upstairs. I believe this is Cora's room. First one on the left with the wheelchair, right?
Yes.
That's cool. So we're in Cora's room. There's a wheelchair in the room. So this is where I'm picking up and I'm asking the spirits if does anybody use this wheelchair. So that's where we are with this clip.
Who used that wheelchair?
That is very obvious.
Yeah. I mean,
Is it saying it's mine? Or something?
I'll just tell you what I think it says. I think it's when I first heard it, I thought it was Ma, but then I mean I've listened to it 30 times or so. Now I'm thinking it's more like ma, And I asked Don, and Don was like, well, the only one that had kids is Cora, so, I don't know. I mean, you think it says mine? I mean, I'm not sure.
Will you play it again?
Who used that wheelchair?
Yeah, it does kind of sound like mommy or something.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely starts with an M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's... Every time, it's always like a little robotic voice, like.
Yeah. So that was the first.
It's so clear.
That was one that we caught. And like I said, it was cool because we didn't hear with our ears, but it was one of those where I was doing multiple 1-minute sessions, and then finally something kicked through, and I ran straight to Don, and Don was like, "Oh man." That's what he said. He's like, it's got to be Cora or somebody in Cora's family. So so this this next one, we're going to start with listening to the spirits that were actually calling out Nancy. I believe we caught 2 spirits calling her out. I mean, we're going to play them both. We'll see what the audience thinks. I don't think you've listened to them yet, Jen. I'll see what you think. But yeah, it's 2 different spirits that I believe we caught them saying Nancy's name. So the first one's a little, to me, it's, I don't want to say demonic, but it's got that negative type.
It sounds demonic to me. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and listen to this first of 2 for Nancy. Okay, yeah. Can you play that one again from the start?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's so weird.
It's 2 syllables. You listen to it. To me, it's Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Guys, I got to second base.
Yeah.
Yes. Finally.
Yeah. Well, you got
great.
more. I mean, yeah.
So we're like sitting in this room. It's Margaret's room. And there's this bench in the room. And my back is to the door. And Brad's to my right and Frank's to my left. And I'm doing the Estes method. And I'm listening. And Brad's recording. And then he asked, the second clip say, he asked, can you say my name or something?
Yeah,
and that one's the one that, and every time, I was touched so many times in that room, and I could just feel like there was somebody there with me. And when I heard my name that second time, when it sounded demonic, I was like, guys, I gotta get the fuck out.
What about anything in the Estes? Did you hear anything in the headphones?
I did. There were things that were coming through, but nothing that really made any sense. So I didn't really pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I think I was so preoccupied because I kept getting touched. That's what it was. Like they kept touching like my shoulder and my hair. And I kept I just felt like there was someone behind me. And then at one point you had your machine, the
SLS.
Yeah, and it was actually there. He saw a stick figure behind me, and I'm like, that makes sense because I'm continuously getting touched. I felt very uncomfortable in that room.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. So
it was. That was a cool. It was like a 30-minute session. We're in there, and everything from the SLS had a figure right by Nancy. She's continuously getting touched.
Yeah.
We're catching EVPs, but we experience that a lot. We're in an area, we might get 20 minutes of just nonstop evidence, people getting touched, just things happening all at once, and then it goes blank for a while. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how this was.
How long were you there?
7 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and listen to this second Nancy, and let's see what you guys think.
Can you say Nancy's name?
that.
Yep, that does
It
sound
still
like
gives
Nancy.
me chills.
And it's like a male voice.
It's a male voice. Yeah, it still gives me chills because I was like,
Play it again.
Yeah.
Can you say Nancy's name?
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
it's
It clearly
clear.
says no.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it to second base.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank
on
you,
that
thank you,
one.
thank you.
That's exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Usually it's either Brad or Frank.
I know.
So,
I was super excited but scared shitless too because I sounded demonic and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's nuts,
that,
dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it was
Very cool.
Yeah. And then, we'll roll right into the next clip. So the next clip, this was actually the first EVP we caught in the night. So we caught this early, but it's one of our better EVPs, so that's why I'm kind of saving it for now. But yeah, first one we caught clear, and I think we were in the room.
We were.
For a while, and I just wasn't getting anything. And then
we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah, and then boom, we catch this, and it just changed the night.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and listen to it.
Margaret.
And Brad and I looked at each other, and I was like, "Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?"
Yeah. So kind of how this one was we thought we heard it. We both looked at each other.
Yeah.
Like audible?
No. Well, she thought she heard something, which made me stop, rewind. But then we listened to it on the digital recorder. We both looked at each other like, oh, we caught something.
Yeah.
But then we played it again and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we thought we lost it. And during the evidence review, I caught it. So I don't know what happened that night. It was there, it wasn't, but now I found it. But yeah.
It was answering my question. I said, is someone here with us? You can hear me in the background.
And it was silent in the room.
Dead silent.
Yeah.
And it said, Margaret.
Yeah.
And I looked at Brad and I was like, did you just hear that? It sounded like it said Margaret.
Yeah, it was, there was just a lot going on. It was confusion because we heard something.
Yeah.
And then we caught it once and then we didn't catch it. It wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then, so we thought all night it was gone. And, yeah.
Well, let me hear it again. That's really good.
And you were in Margaret's room.
We were in Margaret's room,
Yeah.
yes.
So, yeah, this was all in Margaret's room.
Uh-huh.
Margaret.
Wow.
I audibly heard it with my ears. And that's why I looked at Brad and I was so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, man, I don't know. It was just so crazy because when we replayed it, nothing was there.
It wasn't there.
Was just, I don't know.
And you hear Nancy, and it sounds like Nancy's far away.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she was like sitting on this other chair, and I'm on the other side. And
Where was the microphone?
Well, he was holding the
yeah,
phone.
okay.
It was through the digital recorder. So, yeah. I don't know.
Crazy. That was a good one.
That was the very first. That was the first EVP we got, and I was like, "Oh, we're headed in for a night."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then we'll go ahead and get to this next one. So, one of the the youngest kid of the Kinney family is called Nobel. That's what Don likes to say. French, Nobel. It's like no, dude, it's Noble. Like,
But we'll go with it.
Like, all right, bro, it's Nobel. So this one is Nobel.
Nobel.
Yeah, so.
Got it. Every time we say it, we'll say it exactly like that. Go ahead. I want to hear it. What the fuck?
So right there in the beginning.
Okay, try again.
Yeah, 2 syllables.
What is that even saying?
Sounds like
Nobel.
Nobel.
I'm like, Nobel. I mean, this is what I'm getting from Dawn, because like I said, I'm going to Dawn when I think I catch something, and that's how I'm titling my EVPs. Like he thinks it was Nobel, so I put
Nobel.
So yeah,
okay.
But yeah, let's play it one more time because it's right in the beginning. It's really quick and it's 2 syllables. So
It's definitely something.
it's definitely something.
It is definitely something.
So yeah,
I want to hear that one again.
The Noble?
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely something. Has anybody died in the house?
Nobel, actually.
Nobel?
Yes, he did. He died in the house at the second floor staircase. He fell over the staircase and landed on like the 8th and 9th step and broke his neck and died immediately.
at
Oh,
the
wow.
hands of who? at the hands of that crazy ass woman on the.
Oh yeah, what was her name? Laura.
Laura.
So she was.
Yeah, she was fine though.
No, she looked like Beyonce. Everyone kept saying Rihanna, and I'm like, no, y'all. She looks like Beyonce. So
it's definitely.
I actually had asked the painting of Laura. Hangs in the woman's parlor, and it's like giant. And she wasn't part of the family. She was supposed to marry Noble. It was an arranged marriage, and there was some drama. I would say.
Apparently, if she whipped him off the balcony,
she supposedly.
Noble had some sugar in that tank, and
that I'm surprised he wasn't hit on you.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming. Yeah. It's coming.
So he the secret. This is like I said. This is all coming from Don. So kind of the secret kind of came out. Laura found out. They got in a little argument. A little pushing and shoving happened. He falls over the staircase, and that's how he dies.
Was she charged with anything?
I don't think so.
Don would have said something. No, I mean, I'm sure back in the day, scandals, those families don't want scandals. That was a powerful family. They were very influential. Like I said, like political field, very influential. Had a lot of money. People would go to the Captain Kinney to get things done. Like he had that kind of power. So if they found out that this chick killed Noble, then it would have been there would have been some drama.
So was that the last of what you got there, or did you have anything else exciting happen?
No, we have.
We ended the night kind of with that bang.
We had.
I'm intrigued.
A good one. So this one was in the master bedroom, and the master bedroom is Dawn's room now, and
but you have to go through Cora's room in order to get to Nobel's room, aka Dawn's room, or the master.
Yeah.
Pause. Frank, why are you donut holing over there? What's up?
Because she goes, the night ended with a bang. I was like, it was like a bang.
Jesus Christ.
Laura took off back to Louisiana right after Noble died, and Dawn said she caused all kinds of hell in Louisiana. We tried to ask, well, what do you mean by that? He's like, I don't really know. We don't know her last name, but supposedly she went to Louisiana. And
she was not one to be messed with. I actually, from the painting, I thought she was African American or mixed, and I actually asked that. And they had a little machine that was like spit out words, like ghost words. And it's after I asked that, you could hear it go off. And Don walked over and he goes, "Oh my God!" It says she is mean. Oh. Talking about me, and I was like, "Well, whoever painted this, made it kind of look like that."
Oh, yeah.
You've been called worse things. It's fine.
I mean, she looked like Beyonce for real, like she did, and I was like, "Is that Beyonce?"
Yeah.
So you go to a haunted house and there's just some random poster of Beyonce on the wall. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
not weird or anything.
Yeah. Don's spirit animal is Rihanna. So
yes.
That is who Don inspires to be like. Everything is Rihanna.
Yeah. Look at the picture. He's showing the picture of her.
Oh, dang.
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
But she was, I think, also into that New Orleans, like voodoo and.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be trouble.
I mean, I could totally hang with her, but she called me a mean girl, so whatever.
I mean, I don't. Yeah. I would have definitely.
That's a good painting.
I would have definitely hollered at her.
Bradley would have definitely hollered at her at Beyonce.
Yeah. So right after Noble gets pushed over, he dies. She bolts to Louisiana, gets out of town. We were unable to kind of track anymore. Dawn was unable because nobody knows what her last name was. That's what makes her so mysterious at this house.
Maybe we need to go to Louisiana and start asking questions.
Right? I mean, because she was very influential.
Sounds like a fun trip.
She did not come from money. but she wanted to marry into money. And that is kind of how she got in by somebody else that the McKinneys knew.
Yeah.
And that's how she kind of came in. But then she did end up marrying somebody. She basically took somebody else's dude, somebody else's husband.
Yeah.
There was another like influential, famous, rich person. So she got what she wanted.
She definitely
And
did.
she's definitely not one to be messed with, is what Don said.
Yeah.
He said you don't want to piss her off.
Right.
And I think I might have, because she called me a mean girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So going into the last piece of the night, we were in Nobel's room, which is now Dawn's room. And, I kept asking stuff. I wasn't getting anything. So Dawn actually took over, and he starts asking stuff. And that's where this clip picks up.
But before we get into the clip, there's a chair in this room that Matilda, the mom, sat in after Nobel died. She sat in that chair and she died in that chair. So he's left that chair alone. He's never messed with it. He's never taken it out of the house or anything. I sat in it and was doing the Estes method in it. And that is when... It's kind of funny, the timeline of it all, but this next EVP you'll hear, I heard it first through my headphones and was spitting it out, and then Brad caught the EVP. And it was really, really cool because it was very consistent. So take a listen.
Neville, was it you the other night in here? It's okay.
What happened
What's the faint humming? There's something faint.
That's,
Air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. The
oh,
Okay.
yeah. So I was sitting right next to the air conditioner. Yeah.
Can you play it again?
Oh, yeah. So play it again, and then let me know what you think it says.
Neville, was it you the other night in here? It's okay.
What happened
It sounded like it was me.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. So the night before, Don said he had an experience where he felt like he was being held from the back. So
in his bed.
So he didn't say anything until we caught this, and that's when he was asking, "Hey, Nobel, was that you last night in my room? It's okay if it was you." And then play it, and this is what we caught.
Neville, was it you the other night in here? It's okay.
What happened
That was
And
me.
you can hear Frank in the background say what happened the other night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's clear as day,
That's-
brother.
But he was answering me in my headphones before we got that EVP.
Really? What did it
Yes.
say in your headphones?
Yes.
Oh.
It was me.
Huh.
That's what I got in my head. But it was like, yes, it was me.
So you caught the "it was me"
I
on
caught
EVP,
it.
and you caught the "yes, it was me" in
But
your headphones.
I heard it before we heard it on
That's
the EVP
crazy.
because we couldn't hear it
Yeah.
until he played it back, and I was like, oh my god, like that's what I heard, and that's what you caught, like
Right. So I
So
had
it
to make
works.
sure I had to validate it because they both said, she said something like she said what she heard. So Frank was like, "Hey, check out the clip. Let's make sure it is what it is." So I went back, and when I started listening to the whole clip of when she was doing Estes, everything happened before Dawn says, "It's okay." And then that's when we caught it. So she does say, yes,
damn it, Brad.
it was me. So
Flailing around everywhere. It's fine.
that is what she said. She did say that. So that's why we were all concerned. Okay, was this Nancy? But when she did say it, it was before Dawn goes, "It's okay if it was you." And then that's when Nobel came through.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like it was a good night, you guys.
Yeah.
So you were there, just to recap, you were there for about 5 hours?
Yeah.
And you got really solid evidence. It's crazy because a lot of times, like we always say, like you can sit somewhere for like 8 or 9 hours and get nothing.
Right.
But then you get there and it just kicks off right away. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm really sad that I missed it, but I'm excited that you guys had a great time.
Okay, so that was all of our EVPs that we caught for the night. A couple other pieces of evidence we got was I brought my new SLS camera out. This was the first investigation that we were able to use it.
So for those of us that are dumb, what's SLS stand for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
I just know
Stick figure, people. Stick figure.
Stick figure.
Yeah, something.
Lines.
SL.
Yeah.
Shit.
Stick line shit.
Yeah, there you go.
The stick line shit.
There you go.
Got it. Cool. Glad we
Yeah.
figured that out. Thanks.
Yeah. So when I first picked it out, I did the whole house, just walk through, just to get a baseline to see how it was going to react, because I never brought it out yet. And then
and that's the thing that hooks up to the Kinect.
Yeah, so it hooks up to the Kinect, and then it has an iPad screen. So I go back downstairs, and Patriot Paranormal kept talking about through the night that their batteries were dying, and they kept having to change them out. So when I'm there just filming Nancy and Frank, they were just over there doing, I think they were trying to, that thing that was hanging up, those rods, or they were trying to get some evidence with that. So I'm just filming them while they're doing their thing, and I catch an SLS figure come up on the screen and going inside of the battery case. And there was nobody there. What I liked about this piece was all the lights were on. Everybody was doing their own thing. So you can actually see where Frank was. You can see where Nancy was. You can see where Dawn was. And then you just see this figure where nobody's at, putting their hands in the battery thing. And then when you hear Patriot Paranormal through the night saying, man, all my batteries are going out. They kept having to replace batteries. It was just a cool piece because we actually caught, a spirit, through the SLS camera going into their battery case.
Draining all the energy.
Yeah. And then there's another piece that we caught where early in the night when Frank was monitoring the cameras, me and Nancy go upstairs to do some EVPs, and I brought the SLS camera with me. And this figure was in a room where it's just me and her. I'm behind the camera holding the SLS. So that means Nancy's on the couch by herself, and then I caught a figure next to Nancy where nobody else was supposed to be, which that was pretty cool. And I'll be able to show you guys that piece too.
So it records what you're seeing?
Yeah.
On the SLS?
Did you tell? I don't think you told me that. I'm glad you didn't. I probably peed my pants.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah, it records.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it was such a cool night. Yeah. And it was cool. We got some visual evidence too. There's also another piece that I will post up for the audience to see where Dawn has a lot of the family history portraits on the wall. There's this one portrait they took a photo of, and inside the portrait photo you got the figure of, it was like some type of ghostly figure, and it's right there in the middle of the picture. And it was pretty cool that I'll post up for everybody to see too. So it was a great night for EVPs, great night for visual evidence. Yeah, I had a good time.
There was supposedly a tree on the yard, on the yard. And
Tomato.
Yeah, now I'm the one fucking up the words today.
It's fine.
Not
They are hard.
But someone hung themselves or killed themselves or something from that, right? And we went outside, but all we got was fucking bug bites.
Something definitely didn't want us out there. Like, we lasted.
Were there bats?
No bats, but
Okay.
it fucking got ate up. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we all were like, yeah, fuck it, let's go inside.
Yeah, we're done. No one's out here.
Yeah. Cause
Lovely.
Don says he has a piece of evidence where you can hear horses galloping in the yard.
There was a civil war.
There was a civil war
in that yard.
Yeah. So there's a lot of history at this location. So we tried to get some stuff for you guys.
We didn't last long.
Didn't
And
last
pansies
long.
were pansies.
Yeah. But we had enough that happened in the house that I hope you guys are going to enjoy because I know we did.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited that you guys had that experience, and I am appreciative of you sharing it with me. And I literally just found out about this because I did not pay attention to our group thread to know that you went. Because I mean, I probably knew, but my brain doesn't work well sometimes. So whatever. If you guys get a chance to go again, just let me know, and I'll make sure that I can go, and I will see what shit we can stir up.
Yep.
Cool.
I
Well,
would love to go back.
Oh, yeah.
let's try to figure out who owns it. Let's get on GIS and find his
Joe
contact
and,
info.
Joe,
Dawn and Joe own
they
it.
own it.
Yeah. And we can get connected through Facebook with him.
Yeah.
Very
He's
cool.
also
Let's do
Don also wrote a book.
Really? What about?
I think the mansion.
Very
and
cool.
the history.
I wonder if it's on Amazon.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
look. We'll look.
Yeah.
So, I think we're gonna do a thing. I think we're gonna do a giveaway.
We are. It's that time.
So, if you made it this far, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She says congrats. I say thanks.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and give away one of our Patriot Paranormal podcasts.
Our Patriot Paranormal.
Okay, Brad. Now Brad's having
We're done. You're done.
And Bradley comes in.
Oh, yeah.
I think what he meant to say. Did you drink before you got here?
All right. Yeah. Cut.
We're not
Do
cutting.
over. Rewind.
Paranormal Patrol is going to be giving away
Let's start that over.
a T-shirt.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
We're really not cutting that out. You're counting for no
we're
reason.
not cutting that out. Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the first giveaway
Ever.
This is the first giveaway.
I'm sweating now
We're
because
going
I'm
to give
laughing.
away.
Get it together, Bradley. Come on.
We're giving away a shirt. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you know.
DM.
Okay.
Bradley, take
Paranormal
3.
Patrol.
Okay.
Paranormal Patrol.
Yeah.
Take 3.
What are we doing here?
All right. We are going to do our first giveaway of
A shirt.
Yeah. And we're giving away a Paranormal Patrol podcast shirt. And we're going to give it away to one fan. We want you to like our episode, subscribe to our episode on YouTube, go to Instagram, post us a picture, DM us, show us that you're subscribed to our YouTube and to our Instagram. And we're going to pick one fan and give away our shirt. And I'm going to give you a shirt that we actually went out to the farmhouse with, one of our active
Is
locations.
it washed?
Did you wear it?
Oh, yeah.
Bradley,
It's-
we know you're the
okay,
star of the show. We
essentially,
know.
It's
We all know.
pre-worn. We're
is.
giving away a used, sweaty,
That Bradley
smelly shirt.
wore. But he is the star.
Yeah,
He's the
like,
star of
this
the
is the
show.
stuff we caught
Jen and
some
I are
crazy
just
stuff.
props.
I thought we were giving away a new shirt. What the fuck?
I mean,
This is all new to me.
Yeah, this is news to us, too. It's
inflation,
okay,
man.
you know.
Like, what do you expect? Like,
We're not so
a
broke that we
struggling
can't give you a new
podcast.
shirt. We just don't want to. So you get Brad's leftovers.
Yeah. Maybe washed,
Congratulations.
maybe not. Who knows? But you know.
Depends on what you're into, I suppose.
Right. You know,
I
it could be someone fetish. I mean, for
we
real.
we could actually start selling these, Brad.
Brad, he's the star of the show. We know. We know.
We just came up with a new income stream.
I mean, for
and
real.
You're going to get one for free.
Yeah.
So like, subscribe, show us you subscribed, and show us that you liked our page. And share us with your friends. You don't have to, but you can. And it'd be cool if you did. So anyways, that got really fucking weird. But thank you for making it this far. We appreciate all of our fans and followers. So stay tuned for more. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah. See
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the official Paranormal Patrol podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and also follow us on all of our socials to be notified about new episode drops and get up-to-date news on all of our current and upcoming investigations. We'll see you out there.